I stopped. I haven't played as much as I used to because first
Okay.
year of uni actually has
Let's
some
go.
work to do now.
Oh no, it's not connecting.
Oh no.
We actually managed to get in. No, we can't get. We can't. Oh no,
Oh
we
no,
did
no,
it.
there we go. Okay, there you go.
Right, I'm gonna add my image to this
5
this
seconds
stream
remaining.
somewhere. Don't know where I'm going to add it, but I'll see if I can position that somewhere where it's visible. Maybe I can put it. I want it to cover my face. It's not going to be very big wherever I put it, but put it here for now.
But yeah, that's a bit difficult, isn't it?
There, that'll do for now. Anyway, so what you can see is we have to pick from one of those heroes. We're also restricting the number of bans which are allowed. You can see reserve time has been reduced to 1 minute because that will make it a little bit quicker. Because we're going to let some bans intentionally time out. That's the second ban of the first ban phase, the third ban of the second ban phase, and the second ban of the third ban phase. Okay, I could have said it in a better way, which is the last ban of each phase is not counted. So first, you have to look at the heroes which are available. Obviously, it's TI winning teams, so all the teams should have 2 supports, a POS 1, a POS 2, and a POS 3, roughly. So there's plenty of variety of heroes to pick there. We'll see which ones get banned. Starting CM. I'm guessing Rubik next. There is no Nat, yeah, but still.
Rubik's a good pick. I feel like there's a lot of good spells.
Yeah, TI winning teams are full of good spells. Shadow Shaman ban. Okay.
If you want to pick Puck,
was Shadow Shaman even in there?
Yeah, TI4.
Ah, first hero in TI4. Yeah, I didn't think about Shadow Shaman. Okay.
I really want to know what roles it will have in TI1. Apart from Chen 5, I have no idea what was going on there.
Yeah, I don't think Puck was played as support until recently. So now we're banning heroes which aren't in the TI, just to quickly get through the ban. So we banned Pugna, we banned Underlord. Now it's the first TI hero that needs to be picked. Is that really a picture of Nat in the banner?
Yeah.
Wow.
I expect Puck.
10 seconds remaining.
I'll be shocked if it's anything else.
IO. Okay, you did talk about IO. You said that it was likely, if you had to guess any hero to win 3 TIs, you would put IO as one of them.
Yeah, it's one of those ones that I feel like pros love because it's been I think it's one of the highest presences in every TI.
Yeah. True. It is. Yeah.
10 seconds
it seems to be.
It offers a lot of I don't know. It depends on how they want to play it. Obviously, they can still technically go carry. But,
well, we're quite different from TI. Now, AA picked. Is that
okay? That's I get why.
Yeah, that's TI5. TI5. Yeah, okay. Counts the healing. Yeah, makes sense. Picking the supports first as well. There's a big difference though. These TI winning teams were won by the best players who've pretty much ever played Dota. We're not quite at that level, so we'll see how we can put it.
Yeah.
5 seconds remaining.
AA is just annoying in lane, just high range lane.
I didn't see the chat a little bit there about people complaining about the picks and stuff. Okay. But yeah, we'll see. AA is a pretty good lane here as well. 675 attack range. It's the highest in the game other than Techies, so annoying to deal with.
It's just weird. I don't get it. But, yeah, but Techies is really low damage.
Really
AA is an attack. AA is 30. Yeah.
So far we've already broken the TI consistent team. It's not all from a certain TI. But Earthshaker, he seems to be quite good. I know they nerfed his shard, but it's still good in the current meta. Puck, you did say it was likely Puck was going to be picked.
Yeah.
Picked against Ollie, which I think is good. Denying it from Ollie being able to pick that. Quite good against IO as well. Hold him in place. I guess he can relocate out of Dreamcall, or can't he? I don't actually know that.
Assume no, but I don't know for certain. Trying to think, is there anything that Puck just means gets completely removed from the drafting? Because is there anything that you just can't play against Puck?
Well, there's some point-click stun like Beastmaster that could be useful. You've got Doom, which can be quite effective. I don't know actually. That's maybe it. Ember Spirit is okay against Puck. Okay. They banned Rubik and Timso. Okay, so anti-mage, right? One more ban.
Oh, Karen's got a point with the Sam Nature's Prophet.
Nature's Prophet is a very good hero if you can play it well. I've had a lot of success with it recently. I go the almost an old Bulldog style. I don't know if anyone knows, but Bulldog used to go Orchid Blink. And I'm a big fan of that because then you can position well to get the Orchid. And really early BKB rush I do, so he's definitely a good hero. Nature's
surely
Prophet...
then you're just...
Sorry, you go on.
Sorry, surely then you're just playing like a weird version of Tinker for like 10 minutes.
Well, kind of, but you have a lot more right-click damage than Tinker. Tinker's obviously got the spell damage burst, but Tinker also doesn't have Orchid, so he can't silence people. I don't think I've ever seen Orchid on Tinker. I guess you can permanently silence people, but it's not worth it.
What's the point? You just go Hex.
Yeah, but Orchid is really good damage in the early game, and the nice thing about... what I love about Nature's Prophet is that throughout all the patches, he's always been playable, but with completely different builds. There was Necrobook build, Shadow Blades, Mech, full support items, Urn of Shadows Rush, Dagon. Like, you can do anything on Nature's Prophet, and you always have been able to. So the next pick's going to be a Tide Hunter. Okay, that's TI2, quite a long time ago, back when Naga and Tide, good team fight setup.
Annoying hero.
Yeah, I mean, now you've got Earthshaker versus Tide. So yeah, good odds. You've got two
really good team fight. I mean, they've got insane team fight. I mean, AA ult's great.
AA ult and Tide ult, yeah, that's powerful. Puck keep them in place.
Also, yeah, Puck can keep them in place for an AA ult as well. I feel like if you just AA ult onto a Puck leash, you're guaranteed to hit.
Pretty much, yeah, because they can't break the Dream Coil, they'll get stunned anyway. So once Puck's got the Dream Coil, it's pretty much sorted. Then you've got Tidehunter Ravage to come in on top as well. It's quite a lot of damage. You just need a little bit more consistent physical damage now. So they're thinking about cores. So I like that we've done lower reserve time. Makes the teams pick a little bit quicker. They've gone for Gyrocopter. I'm trying to think what TI that was in.
But they just got an IO Gyro. It's in 2. It's in TI9 and TI5.
Yes, you are correct. 9 and 5. Did it ever go with an IO? Only in TI9 did it have an IO. In TI5 there actually wasn't an IO to go with it. So this is a bit of a TI9 strat. IO Gyro is good. Do you remember there was a Diffusal Blade Gyro that happened at one point?
Yeah, that was because of this game. It was Thompson built it to deal with the bristleback. Basically.
So I don't think we'll see that normally. The common build is either get a Maelstrom, maybe for farming, get that Aghanim's, get the BKB, maybe Sanjin Yasha, play quite tanky. Gyros tend to build really tanky. Like, you're almost not a DPS. You have so much free magic damage. You don't build the damage items till like the 5th and 6th item, and you get like a Butterfly Daedalus or something.
Yeah, also like the minus 40 seconds of cooldown reduction is ridiculous. You just get so much magic damage from it.
Weaver's that physical damage I was talking about. So you've got the lockdown from Tide Puck, and then Weaver can deal the physical damage. So that's good. He's good at chasing heroes like Io. He's got to be careful about being perma-stunned by Earthshaker, because it can easily happen. So, especially with the Ag Shard, which I know got nerfed on Earthshaker, but it still does mean he's kind of got endlessly long stuns he can use on a hero like Weaver.
It went from being buy this every game to buy this every game, I feel like. It's like, it was a nerf, but it was just a nerf that it wasn't big enough.
Looks like the Dire have built almost the full TI9 team. They've got 3 heroes in TI9 now, so they've actually gone for a Tiny. Tiny's burst is very good at killing heroes like Weaver, good at killing AA, who's very squishy. If you can get onto Puck, you can burst Puck a lot, because in the Avalanche toss, Puck can't phase shift it, so it's a high amount of damage. I like it. Yeah, a lot of stun on that team. Lots of magic damage. Tiny, Gyro, and Earthshaker, huge early game magic damage. So might be tough for the Radiant to survive that. They're not very tanky.
I think the problem with Tiny now is where do you lane him? Because he's obviously got 0 base armor. So
he does, and he has 0 agi again, so he doesn't get any armor.
AA will poke him out of the lane, and so will Weaver. So if they're played in like 2 different lanes, I feel like it's just sad.
Tiny mid. Gyro pos 1, Earthshaker off lane, and you need another pos 3. That's how I'd be laning it. I like to run Tiny in the mid, because unless you're doing a pos 4 roamer, but you don't really want to do it with an Earthshaker on your team as well. So I think if you're not roaming on Tiny, you're going mid. You don't want to play pos 1 Tiny. He can't play pos 1 like he used to. He used to have permanent tree uptime. Slardar. There's the pos 3. Yeah, so you've got some minus armor, you've got some physical damage for the late game. You've got burst for the early game. You've got plenty of stun. Yeah, I think a nice team. It's not a full full TI9 team. Slardar was actually a TI1 hero. Now, I don't know if anyone watched TI1. I did. That's how I first found out about Dota 2 back in 2011. But TI1 had about 40 heroes in the game at that point, because Valve literally had only created that many heroes. So it was a very different meta. And Magnus wasn't even out when TI1 was was a thing. So
Uh,
TI8 is Magnus. More lockdown. That's a lot of lockdown. Puck, Tidehunter, and Magnus.
Magnus 2, I assume.
I like Magnus mid. Magnus versus Tiny. Should be alright for both of them. You've got Skewer and you've got Toss, so they've got to both be careful about going too near the enemy's tower.
Mm. And you'd have what Tidehunter, Puck, and Weaver A.
Weaver pos 1. Maybe it's Tide pos 3. It's Puck, which is the interesting one because Puck may be a support.
Royd's IO is interesting.
Well, he does play
I think
IO.
I've seen him.
Yeah, no, he's played
yeah.
IO. Yeah, he has played IO. He's okay at the hero, yeah. Not gonna say he's an IO expert, but he definitely knows what he's doing.
Can't judge it, never seen him play.
Yeah, he's had some success with the hero. He's also one of the highest MMR players here.
It makes sense. Ross versus Ollie mid is going to be interesting.
Yeah, I think that should be a fun lane because it's double melee, but Magnus has a massive advantage because he hits harder. They both actually have some cleave because Tiny can pick up a tree. Magnus can empower himself, so both of them will be doing a lot of cleaving. What is that gyro set? I have absolutely no idea. It's hideous.
They also both have ways to get the other one under turret, so it'll be interesting to see what they try and do. Because Tiny will try and toss and he'll try and skewer.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, 26-4 Puck and 14-3 Magnus.
Ouch. Oh, now the mid.
3 wins in a row as Tiny.
Yeah. I haven't seen Tiny that much recently. I feel like he's fallen out of the meta a bit.
Yeah, he definitely was in the meta a lot, but they did nerf his avalanche. So it used to be 3 times damage, and now it's only 2.5 times damage. So that took 150 magic damage off it, and that's a lot of damage to take off a spell. From doing 900 damage to doing, what was that, 750? Still hits hard, but it's a significant burst nerf.
It was ridiculous.
I mean, it used to be 2 times. It was pretty much always 2 times ever since I started playing Dota. The fact that they made it 3 times damage is just absolutely insane.
Makes it it makes it higher than like a Laguna Blade or anything, I think.
Yeah, Laguna Blade's 500. So a max Dragon Slave into Laguna Blade is still less than Tiny's combo by quite a long way. And Tiny can do his combo. That's the thing about Tiny. You don't get the kill. You just chill. 14 seconds later, you do it again. You don't have to wait, 50 or 60 seconds for look at Deutsch's glasses.
It's over 1,000 magic damage, not including like any autos or anything. So it'd be I think you can do.
You guarantee an auto, don't you, or 2 even? That's why Echo Saber used to be quite popular. Get a couple of autos. Oh, it does 25% more damage. Anyway, let's see what's happening here. It looks like you've got Magnus with a lot of reason.
Magnus.
Okay,
is it Puck mid? Yeah, it's Puck mid.
Okay, so it's mid Puck versus Tiny. Tiny who has no shared tangos. Tiny's not mid. I don't know what's going on. The Gyro and Io are going for
Tiny
the top
must
lane.
be mid. He's queued up a bracer and a bottom.
Yeah, but no tangos is not nice for Tiny. Absolutely not. You've got Earthshaker and Slardar in the bot lane. So strong double melee there. And then you've got Io, Gyro. So the Dire's team makes sense with the Tiny going mid. Whereas the Radiant team, they've got a lot of rotation. So you're going to run a Magnus Pos 1, but who didn't buy a Quelling Blade. Veteran is playing with support Weaver. So it's support Weaver and Pos 1 Magnus. That's not the way around I thought it was going to be.
I forgot about that.
It did get nerfed a fair bit though, support Weaver. Mostly the Aghanims. The Aghanims used to have 1,000 cast range and now it is 600. So it's still a very strong ult, the ability to save your allies with time lapse. But the problem is you now have to be off somewhere. Is he going to get the courier? Yes, he does. First courier already down. The problem is you have to be quite close to your ally to save them with time lapse. But that's fine because you are Weaver. You can run up to them. You also have no stun on Weaver. That tends to be a problem.
Yeah, you don't offer. I think that's less of a problem because the rest of their team have ridiculous stuns. Like they've got some of the strongest team fight abilities in the game.
If you can have a team that can get away with lots of stuns, yeah, you can got those stuns so you can play a support that doesn't have any. I just felt usually your supports are responsible for stuns. So,
yeah. Yeah, I'd say because like Earthshaker's a primary one. I think like
Yeah.
just all stuns
Oh,
basically.
Jabetmo
and
nearly
it's a lot
died.
of-
I think Jabetmo's going to go down. So Cooch, he's got 3 seconds,
He's
and
dead.
the rocket will get the kill. That's going to be first blood. So Cooch at level 1 has a 12-second cooldown. You've got to be really careful where you come out after using that ability.
Tide really wants. Yeah, he really wants an evidence tracking shot.
It does. It blocks 18 damage guaranteed. Now, the first rank's not ultra strong because you already have a chance to block 10 damage. But guaranteed blocking, or is it 20 damage? I can't remember. Guaranteed blocking 20 damage, though, is really, really good. How much do you block? Again, I forgot. How much do you block against heroes?
I don't actually know.
Was that a
Never had
15?
before. Yeah, I think so.
Can't remember the amount. Cold feet? It'll be okay.
They're going on. No, Royce is fine.
Looks like Juju's nearly killing Ollie under the tower. Got to be careful though, he's taking tower hits. I don't think he actually got the phase shift off in time.
Yeah, he mistimed it. Although he'll get the deny on the range break.
Interesting, Ollie's not playing with any points of tree grab. Tree grab is quite nice for last hitting from long range because it adds quite a lot of it. It adds 350 attack range. I mean, that practically makes you 500. Well, it does, makes you 500 attack range. Basically a ranged hero. Looks like you got another kill, top double kill. Doige already with 3 kills. The power of Gyro Io. I tried to combine them into my own word. Io has a headdress and of course has tether. So, oh, and it amplifies the health regen. So just so much healing coming out. And Gyro also with the early one, so able to really spam out those rocket barrages. Somewhat has now rotated mid. Maybe they're looking for a kill on Juju. Does Juju know? He's about to walk past there, shaking. He walks right into him and he goes, oh yeah. And somewhat, he doesn't have any aftershock.
He's only level 2.
He's nearly actually killed Juju. Well, he got him to go back anyway. Does the bottle come? Yes, it does.
I mean, one thing interesting about his lane is Ollie is currently. I think he actually might be out leveling.
He's doing okay. Last hits, yeah. He's got his bracer. He has his bottle. All he really needs is now brown boots and a blink dagger, and he is good to go. He's looking for a kill on Juju. We look at that tower range by holding ult. You can see that Juju just needs to go a little bit further forward, and that's going to be a free kill. Ollie should really go for that. But he just walked under the tower, I think. I would go for it. I would be so going for that.
Just charge it.
Just go for it, Ollie. Go. Go. Just to go.
How much health do you?
There you go.
He timed it slightly.
Oh, 20 HP. So close. But I mean, that's his bottle. That's his bottle emptied. You might as well. I mean, Ollie's got full bottle, basically. I think it's worth. I think it's worth.
Yeah. No, I'd agree with you there. It works either way. If he'd gone slightly earlier, you're right. If he just charged it.
Last hitting's going fine, actually. Even for the Tide, who had his lane not go so well to start with. Still okay on last hit, same as the Gyro. So, not too much to worry about. Tim somewhat has blocked himself in with his own fissure. Probably not what he wanted to do. I hope he's considering going boots before that blink dagger. Maybe he's not. Oh,
He's got them. Yeah. The problems of playing Earthshaker.
Yeah. So, Veteran going for the popular build on Tidehunter, which is to get a Hood of Defiance very early. Gives you that nice sustain. You can also go for a Soul Ring, though, to keep up with the mana.
Yeah, I think it makes sense this game as well, specifically, because Gyro early will do a lot of magic damage, as just seen. And
yeah.
So will Tiny, so will Earthshaker.
I mean, that's how many rockets do you do? 3 seconds of rockets. 170 times 3 is 510. 510 magic damage on a 6-second cooldown. It's an incredibly strong spell. It's almost like playing against a Juggernaut, really. I always find Gyro is kind of like a better Juggernaut in the lane. No healing, but oh, the damage from Rocket Barrage.
I mean, yeah, so currently his Rocket Barrage does...
Yeah, 510 damage.
Yeah, 510. So, yeah, we can spin.
3 seconds, whereas spin takes 5 seconds to do its damage. It might do a lot of damage, spin, but 5 seconds versus... I just throws the catapult onto his head. Not sure what he was planning to achieve with that. Fires out the avalanche, but it misses. Ollie using a lot of mana there. I know he has an arcane rune. Bit of a fight going on in the top lane. Out comes the rocket. Is going to stun Veteran. Doesn't look like Veteran's taking too much damage. There's actually a gank coming up from Juju, and that's going to be a massive amount of damage. That max rank illusory orb doing 300 damage, getting the kill. Doige's kill streak already ended.
I'm not sure. I think Luke is courier hunting right now. Yeah, somewhat, sorry. Yeah, it's just courier.
Radiant's courier has been slaughtered.
It's the second courier he's got this game.
It's when you're playing Earthshaker, you never really quite know what to do in lane, I feel like.
It's hard.
There's a lot that...
I think Earthshaker is one of the highest skill heroes in the game. I know his skill set is quite easy, but I feel like knowing where to go, where to position, making use of your limited mana, trying to gank with a hero whose tools are not that easy to use. I think if you want to have successful ganking and roaming, you're better off playing Tiny or Earth Spirit. I think Earthshaker, it's very difficult. And also making enough gold to get a Blink Dagger when you're a support is so difficult.
I feel like this game, he can't gank mid really, because Juju can either Waning Rift over his Fisher, or if you just phase shift or Q, it doesn't really matter.
Interesting that stun doesn't stop skewer. Once the skewer started, you will finish it.
It's weird.
Veteran's already got the Hood of Defiance, so he is using that, taking quite a lot of auto attack damage, but he's not in too much danger. Turns around, they try to go on Doige. Doige levels up to 6. Can he drop his ult? He will, but is it going to be enough? I do not think so. Doing quite a lot of damage, but the puck is just way too strong. And another successful gank. I mean, that's what the Dire get for pushing up so far. Fantastic rotations from Juju. Now you've got level 6 on the Tidehunter. Okay, he is going to go for Arcane Boots, not Soul Ring. Soul Ring's a nice option with Hood of Defiance because you have health regen to sustain the Soul Ring, but going Arcanes is the sort of classic Tide.
Yeah.
Also works.
Felt like we were watching a replay there, exactly the same thing. There you go, a bit in, Juju TP's in, presses his ult, and they get the 2 kills.
Yeah, it was almost exactly the same.
But it doesn't look good.
Ollie's building up quite. He's stacking this camp. And they're getting an ancient stack as well.
You're getting a triple stack. Triple stack, Tiny, pretty huge. You can do a lot of magic damage.
There's the ancient stack as well. Probably for...
That's not super useful for Tiny in the early game, though.
For Magnus. I don't know, I feel like that was just going to be taken by the Magnus. I don't think anyone on Dota can actually take
Magnus is going for Echo Saber, which is pretty standard on the core Magnus. He has -4 armor at the moment. Is someone going to die? RP into Cold Feet. That is going to be a kill. Look at the damage, though, coming out from Miles. No, they don't actually kill someone. Tim tries to go for a kill. Doesn't quite get. And look at AA, made of absolute paper. -10 armor. 3 -10. Only had 7 armor. The power of just Treads. Treads Bracer, Slardar. Getting 2 incredible kills there. Really nice play from the Dire. And the Radiant, they're going to feel that. Because Magnus actually had the most last hits. Somehow Puck, who's managed to gank successfully twice, managed 58 last hits as well. Really, really good laning there.
Juju knows how to farm.
Well,
He failed.
having a look at the net worth. Nearly 5,000 on the Puck, 4,400 on the Gyro. So Gyro's still doing well. Puck does manage to steal the rune. Swap the Treads to Strength, I think. Does manage to get a little bit of survivability using the phase shift, but it wasn't enough. I think Debatement's in trouble now. Nevermind, he's high enough level now to escape.
The Tiny combo just does so much damage at this point in the game.
Oh,
I don't think anyone can really walk up to him.
Tiny is 3rd in the net worth. Still a fair bit behind the Puck, but in the end, it's a Tiny. The only thing you need is Blink, and I like the way Ollie's building, which is to get brown boots, a brace and a bottle fine, and then just get Blink Dagger. 10 minutes in, he has a Blink Dagger. Bot lane, we have a bit of a scuffle going on here. Someone is just going to walk away. He's trying to go for Blink, right? But he needs about 1,700 gold.
Yeah.
Your Tiny already has Blink and is about to stack this camp yet again. It's going to make a quad stack. Did they get the stack? Yes, because he actually stuns the creeps to make it. But now, does he have enough damage to kill it? I think so. With the power of Roids. Waiting for his cooldowns again.
It's going to be big, isn't it? Let's see this network.
Juju comes for another gank. Double kill. Whoa, raiding party. I don't think I've ever had an actual raid on my stream. Thanks a lot.
He went up about 400 net worth from that.
That's a lot of gold. Juju's done really well with the ganking at the moment. At the moment, the game is very, very close. Ollie has the Blink Dagger, but he does not have the mana for both of his combo. Relocate, coming in top. Veteran is most certainly dead. Blink, combo. No, he has the Veil. Not the Veil, the Hood. but it's still not going to be enough. With the power of a gyrocopter and a level 10 tiny, you have no hope of surviving that. And they're back mid. And look, he's ready to go again. He's got the combo. Just needs to pick someone else. If he finds Tim, Tim is 100% dead. But Ollie actually uses all of his mana just to farm the creep wave. Little bit
probably
greedy
tried
there.
to go on debate mail there, but that's. I guess if you go on debate mail, you can't get out.
Maybe. Somewhat. I think he's going to get stunned by the cold feet if he doesn't move far enough away. Does just move away. Illusory orb going to hit him. Square in the face for 300 damage. Follow up with the face. But Ollie got the combo. That's going to be an easy kill on debate mail. Juju has 1 second for orb. Now has the orb. But here's Miles. Tim does manage to get the ult off in time. That's very good against the IO. But still, the damage from the Slard are way too high. Out comes the Ravage. Only hits one target because Ollie is perfectly standing outside of it. But Miles does not care. He is just running in. Decides to turn on to Veteran. Look at the attack speed coming out from the Wisp. Perma stuns, but the stun does get purged off by the Kraken Shell. Just misses the stomp. But then here comes the combo from Ollie. Doesn't quite kill Juju. Juju needs like one attack and he's dead. Ollie almost had the punch. Literally halfway through the punch. We're still chasing Veteran. Misses the crush again. The purges from Veteran mean they cannot keep on the damage. Finally, they'll get the kill. Royd looks like he's going to die to debate now. What a long and strange fight this one has been. Lots and lots of diving here. But Ollie, he has managed to survive the whole time. But so did Juju, just about. Has the Witchblade now.
I feel like if falling into a lull just decided to Guardian sprint slightly further ahead, they'd have just gotten the kill so much easier, and then I would have died.
Yeah,
like if he just moved slightly further ahead and didn't miss the second or the first crush, I think you'd have had it.
Doing some big damage with the Witchblade.
Yeah, means that Radiant are still in the lead, so they haven't.
Well, it's actually going back and forth. It's 8-11. Really hectic start. Whoa, what's happened to my my Twitch? Anyway, here comes Teleport in. Veteran's in a little bit of trouble. Combo. Cooldown as well. Doesn't even need it. Unfortunately, that Hooded Defiance not doing enough, and I think Veteran has realised I need to get this pipe up ASAP. For whatever reason, my activity feed is not working on my OBS. It's not showing like previous subs and all of that, which it usually does. I don't know why. Gonna reload my overlays, see if that does anything.
I think it's worth skipping Blink this game for the Tide. They've got enough engage with like Dream Coil and RP, but I don't think they need to be too fussed about it.
Well, Magnus is building a Blink Dagger, even though he's playing a core. He actually went Boots of Travel. He's just quite greedy for a +1, I feel, but he might get away with it.
He's been farming jungle so strongly that he's the highest net worth now.
He is the highest net worth just because the power of Magnus. Look at his farm, 135 last hits. I mean, Ross knows how to farm, and he picked a very good hero for farming. Here the combo, we're going on to Weaver, and the power of Tiny. You've got Blink Dagger on Slardar, you've got Blink Dagger on Tiny, and you've got Earthshaker building a Blink as well. You're going to have a lot of Blinks, at least 3 on that team, and probably 3 on the Radiant team as well. It's going to be a 6 Blink Dagger game by the end.
I mean, it's one of the best items in the game. Can't really blame anyone for using it.
Nope. Out comes a Blast. We've also got the Dream Core. But Ollie realizes he has to turn around, but he gets stunned. Ross goes in, still has the RP, now uses the RP. Nice. Great patience from him. And going to end up with a triple kill. Ross is now far away on the net worth. Look at that, 8,600 gold. He is 2,000 ahead of the Gyrocopter. And he went Boots of Travel, so the greed has made up for it. He's got the Blink Dagger now. What's he going to get next?
He knew the Resident Alk and Medusa player also played Magnus.
And Doid, he gets taken down. The Radiant really coming in strong. They were behind in the early game, and now they're 4,000 ahead, even though they're lacking 1 kill. That's the power of Witchblade on Puck, Blink on Magnus. You know, you're getting the really core items coming in for the Radiant now, hitting their timings. You've also got Veteran very close to Pipe. That's going to help against the Tiny Burst and against the Gyrocopter damage and the Earthshaker. ES doesn't have his Blink yet, so it's a really good time to fight. Looks like actually Ross got taken down. As soon as I say that he's doing well, he does this.
Every time.
Yeah, not ideal.
I'm trying to think of who's got the better late game team.
I actually think it could be either team because they have so much team fight. It's just whichever team's team fight goes better.
I think they're pretty even.
So if Weaver becomes a core, eventually, then Actually, I don't know. The Dire how a lot of heroes you can be caused. I think it's pretty even. Looks like someone's going to go down here. There's no way he escapes. Yeah, and Juju, yet another kill. Had the double damage in the bottle and did not even need to use it. Has the blink dagger up on the Puck. Look at Puck's net worth, actually nearly ahead of even Magnus. Because he has 7 kills. Let's have a look at those KDA. 7-1 Puck. Miles doing very well with the 5-2 Slardar. But Puck is the hero of this game at the moment.
It's been a gank contest between Tiny and Puck, and so far Puck is winning.
Yes. Gyro's level 11 and Magnus is level 14, so Magnus definitely winning when it comes to farm. It looks like he's in a lot of trouble here though. He doesn't have RP. If he had RP, he might have lived. But alas, the minus armor, it's already minus 15 armor. Magnus with only 9 armor cannot keep up with that. Now Juju's going for a gank. He's just trying to hold till his team turn up. Massive AA blast. It doesn't actually hit Ollie at all. But in the gushes, he's actually going to drop the Ravage just to stop Ollie getting away. You've got KoolKat on the Slardar. Slardar will die to Tim, and Ollie will die to Juju, popping that double damage rune. They had the pipe ready to go as well. So, very nice fight from the Radiant, picking
3
off
ults
2 heroes.
used, but the only one that matters. I think Ravage being down is quite big, but I don't. But like Dream Coil comes up quickly enough that it doesn't matter. And then Ice Blast is solo cooldown.
40 seconds on Ice Blast. I mean, that's very low. I mean, that's AA's identity. Without Ice Blast, his hero is lacking a little bit, so regular ults are a key part of him, whereas Tide, Ravage is such a strong spell that it has to have a long cooldown. It doesn't scale very well either. Same cooldown, barely goes up in damage or stun. Almost not worth leveling to level 12.
Gyro's hit his Ags timing now. So you've got Mechanism on IO, Gyro Ags, so he's getting stronger.
Okay, he rushed Ags. I like rush Ags. Some people, I think Nat did Sand and Yasha first. I've seen people go Maelstrom first and all sorts of things. I like the insta Ags. I find that really good for farming and just tanks you up a little bit, gives you a bit of mana. Everything Gyro needs. 10 Agi as well. Growth for Gyro, very nice.
Falcon Blade. I feel like a lot of people are putting Falcon Blade on.
I don't like Falcon's Blade. I just don't think it's necessary, especially when you've got IO giving you infinite mana. Right. Yeah. Juju's just going to blink away.
I knew you were going to say that.
What?
I knew you were going to say that, yeah.
Rubbish item.
I don't know,
Awful
it's just
item.
like, it seems...
Slardar goes in. Finds the Weaver. Weaver does manage to scoot away. Out comes the Echo Slam, somewhat revealing his blink. Ollie blinking as well, but do we have to damage the pipe from Veteran? I think it's actually going to be enough to save. Ross gets the 3-man RP. Look at him just chop through the entire Dire team. And Ollie, he is stuck in the leash. He is going to go down. And that is going to be a massive team fight. The only hero not dead is the Gyro, who actually wasn't in the fight. So I think that fight was carried by the Magnus, but also by Veteran managing to pop his pipe before the burst damage went out. 400 magic damage shield takes a big chunk away from Tiny.
I mean, right now the Radiant just a better team fight than the Dire. They haven't. Gyro's not quite strong enough. He needs to see what's his BKB in. Slardar's. I feel like they're very good for pickoffs, like Tiny, IO, Slardar. You just relocate in on someone, pick someone off, come back out. But
didn't even use the Ravage as well. Yeah, I mean, you talk about good team fight. You had no Ravage. So next team fight, you've got Ravage, and it's a rank 2 Ravage now. So hitting everyone with a strong nuke. Somewhat is around here. Jabetma just running around. Jabetma has Ags. Just realized. So that's pretty huge. Yeah. I think that's going to be it. Killed somewhat. Yeah, he's going to die. They're trying to go for a burst on Jabetma. He may just have to ult himself. He does. But look how low the time-lapse cooldown is. 20 seconds when you have Aghanims. So even if you have to use it on yourself, it's still fine. He's going to Sakuchi away. I think Juju's going to be fine. He can always phase shift the rocket. So he's absolutely fine. You launch Tide into the air. He pops the pipe. He's got so much HP. He will be fine. So got 20 stick charges if he wants to use them. And he just purges off the Corrosive Haze. Power of Tidehunter. And Juju, he's managed to catch the Gyro. Gyro does not have BKB. Out comes the Ice Blast to seal the deal. Tim yet another kill. Tim doing massive work on AA. And AA who's only died twice the entire game. Actually, least deaths on the squishiest hero. So that's a great use of positioning. Look at the net worth on the Radiant. 12k on 2 heroes. Look at the levels as well. Level 18 Magnus and 17 on the Puck. Only level 14 on Ollie and level 13 on the Gyro. So this Magnus is miles ahead. Rank 3 RP already. Makes it do more damage. Stuns for longer. Stuns for a lot longer actually. He's got the BKB ready to go. Tidehunter uses the Ravage. Ravage onto 2. Are we going to get an RP? Yes, we are. RP following up with Ravage. I mean, so much team fight. Yes, there is a mech, but it's not going to be enough. Rank 3 RP. RP and Ravage. I mean, oh god. Surviving that
Juju's
team fight's
got
hard.
Ags as well. So DKBs aren't going to matter much even when they do get them.
Does he?
Yeah, he's got it. He's got it.
Yeah. Okay, good. So he's already got the Ags for the BKBs that haven't even spawned yet. Or spawned, you know, been purchased. I think Ollie's in a little bit of trouble, and he is going to go down.
I see why he went for it. If the pick up on the top would have been massive, because there's so much gold given over for Beyond Godlight Shriek and stuff. But
True, 16,000 net worth difference at 22 minutes. I mean, this game was really close. The Dire were actually winning at the 10-minute mark. But now it is very much Radiant's game. Their team fight is absolutely incredible. And look how farmed this Magnus is. 256 last hits. He has 100, more than 100 last hits ahead of next place. That is not an easy feat. How do you end up 100 last hits ahead at 22 minutes? I guess that's the power of Magnus, where you one-shot every single creep wave. It was absolutely zero effort.
He's going Data this next as well, so it's going to be...
Yeah, why not? Both tier 2s been pushed at the same time. And then Ross, he just boots travels into the other one.
Gyro's just so far behind now. It's so difficult.
Yeah, level 20 Magnus. Is he going to go for 350 health or 425 skewer range? I would say the health, but he might go for the skewer. He's gone for all the other stats ones, hasn't he? So
he's so strong.
No, he
right
went for skewer range. He thinks he's strong enough. Long skewer does help. He's got 3,000 HP. He blinks away. Amazing timing and reactions from Ross. Debatemel's ready with the Aghanims if he needs to save anyone, but then there's a blink out from Puck. Do they have a Lotus Orb yet? They need a Lotus Orb to get rid of the Corrosive Hazes. No, we're going for Guardian Grooves on the Tide.
I want to see Tim go for the Ag Shard.
Yeah, good for cancelling blinks.
So it's so good for cancelling blinks. They have such a they want to jump on your team that if you just keep facing them down, I feel like it's going to cause so much havoc against the Dar anyway.
Yeah, from 600, 1600 cast range, I think it is.
So ridiculous.
You can just spam these 4-second cooldown ice vortexes. And they stack, so the damage is
more
actually
than
okay.
blink range. Yeah.
Way more than blink range. So AA can safely kind of just throw them everywhere. Try to see who's where.
I can see why he's got any though. It saves him from getting jumped on massively.
Yeah. Okay, so Radiant know that they're ahead, but what are they going to do? The Dire are farming, but not as fast as the Radiant. The Radiant are just farming practically everything. There's a ward there, but the Radiant do not care. Do you know what the Radiant need really badly? Gem. Need a gem. Look how many sentries are in this jungle. You get one gem, and you can just have full control.
Really put it on though, because I feel like Ross. I mean, Ross is getting. Yeah.
Let's put it on A. You don't need it in the team fights, but you just need it so you can deward, and then you can have so much map control. So Outpost has been stolen. 2 tier 2s down. They could take Roche.
Okay. So Ross has changed to building AC because Juju has gone the right click build now. Juju's turning into a right click.
Ah, okay. So he went for phase shift attack and the 30 attack damage. Yeah. Okay, so it's pretty strong.
And then when Ross gets AC, it'll be even stronger. Basically, I think is the idea. So instead of Daedalus, he's going for the big.
Look how far out Ross is. I mean, we know how greedy Ross is. 311 last hits at 25 minutes. He's one of these players who, when his greed pays off, he ends up the most farmed here on the map by an absolute mile. And when it doesn't pay off, he ends up with 12 deaths at 10 minutes. So
yeah. He plays a lot. They're starting Roche under walls, so I feel like Dire should know. But
yeah, I don't think Dire can really do anything about it though.
Yeah.
There's no way. I mean, I know they have Earthshaker, but it's just too late. They don't have Ollie, and Ollie's most of their damage, but Ollie's only level 15. The biggest problem in this game is the XP difference is over 20,000 in the Radiant's favour. I don't know how they are so high level. Now you've got to deal with a Magnus with 3,000 HP. They are going in for the fight. Nice Earthshaker slow, or stun. Buy them a little bit of time.
Save them a bit.
But they're just going to charge down mid now. Charge down mid.
I mean, Ross is AC coming on the courier, so he's going to be utterly ridiculous this fight. Weaver's just got his Aether lens, so that fixes the range problem for his ult.
Okay, it adds 250 cast range. I'm not sure it's worth it just for his ult, but maybe the ult is the main point of Weaver, so fair enough. I don't feel like it still makes it worth it, though. But anyway.
It makes the swarm ridiculously long range. It's kind of hilarious.
I mean, it already goes like a 10 million range. Oh,
30.
Ross managed to find a kill. They got a kill on Roy. They're about to get a kill onto Deutsch as well. Yeah, that's a double kill, and he's got boots of travel. He gets time-lapsed for no apparent reason. He's only got 20-second cooldown. He's going to take another wave. And will he just TP mid? They're going to take the last tier 2 tower. So now they are in position for mega creeps.
I think they went for a relocate play, and they just happened to be there because I can see the relocates on cooldown.
Okay.
So
lucky, they say. Lucky. Oh, looks like oh, he's been caught up. I'm not quite sure how he got there.
he was cutting waves. He was trying to cut the wave.
Okay, so that's another kill. Veteran is
Yeah,
basically by himself. You've got a Tide hitting the tower. Thanks to the dragon scale, you actually do a decent amount of extra damage to towers. I don't think Veteran's in a lot of trouble here. No, not really. He's absolutely fine. Did we get the shard on AA? No, we didn't. He's trying to get the Yules first, which I think is fair enough. Tide shard is really good. You could consider that.
Especially when you're ahead, it allows you to push so quickly.
They do have Earthshaker ult, but Ross has the Aegis, and he's level 23. I cannot see him in any danger whatsoever. I don't know why they're all grouped up. You've got Ravage. In fact, you've got every single ultimate in the game. So that tower will go down swiftly. The Dire must think about fighting soon. They go for the glyph, but they use the glyph quite late. Ross tries to get a pick off with the skewer, doesn't actually find it. Now Slardar's gone in. Miles trying to get a kill onto the pipe. They're popping absolutely everything, but then the Ravage comes out in return and the pipe. They do not have the damage takedown rating. They have so many auras, mech as well. And look at the power of Juju doing so much right-click damage. Ross as well, not even close to dying. Level 24 and still got his Aegis. I think the GG might as well be called now. 28,000 network difference.
And they can't do anything.
GG's called to 28 minutes. I mean, it was a good start. And then the Radiant really started to roll them.
Team fight was too strong, and Magnus just got way too far ahead.
Way too far ahead. So, GG.
It's a good lesson in farming, though. He just walked out the jungle and went, I'm invincible, and then proved it, basically.
It's nice in the early game when you're farmed on a strength hero because you don't need armor that much in the early game. I know you do against Slardar, but you have so much health that no one can take down a 3,000 health Magnus. I mean, he had nearly 1,000 XP per minute. So many last hits, like absolutely miles ahead of last hits.
Juju did an insane amount of damage that game as well, to be fair. As much as we're talking about the mag, like Juju 15, 1 and 16.
Yeah, 32,000 damage. He had a great time. And Ollie had a good start, actually. Ollie was doing well, held his own in mid, managed to get a kill on Juju, the only kill there. But then, unfortunately, the team fight was way too easy to get off on the Radiant.
He got out-roamed, was the problem as well. So, like, I feel like mid-game, like, Radiant were stronger, but Dire wanted to get as far ahead as they could, but Juju's roaming just prevented it. The two TPs top when Deutsch and Roy had extended just slightly too far, just completely ruined the game for the Dire, I think.
Yep.